that other show, you guys probably want a couple of stock tips to make you some easy money, right? Well, I got a better way to make you some money. Let's talk about life trading lessons. Today, to tell us about some of his worst trades and experiences out there on the market. And guys, we all have them. We all have been crushed before. And what he has learned from them is the one and only Joe Battipaglia, market strategist for Stifel Nicolaus. Why don't you say the whole thing right for me? I probably messed up all of those.
Joe Battipaglia, Stifel Nicolaus, market strategist. I think you did great.
Not so bad.
All right.
Let's talk about not nailing it, though.
Sure.
I mean, about once every couple of weeks, I have someone come out here, and actually guys like you that are revered on the street that talk about some of the things that they don't normally get to talk about, rather than just throwing out stock picks. What are some of the life lessons? What are some of the trading lessons? What's some of like the worst things that's ever happened to you on Wall Street, Joe?
Well, one thing you want to talk about is the fact that normally you want to go against the crowd. So when everyone likes something, you move the other direction. When everyone hates it, you go in. Sometimes, though, the crowd is right, and you're wrong. I'll give you two examples. Early on, when the whole Microsoft Intel revolution was breaking out, this is now back in the 80s.
Right, late 80s. I was
very late to that party because everybody was talking about this is the new age.
And you figured it was always ahead of it, right? It was already priced in, Priced in, and it could never be that big. It could never be that prolific. And, of course, that gave rise to the Internet a little late. $50 billion was revenue at Microsoft, probably in the late 80s when you were talking about it and thinking, hey, this thing can't grow anymore. It's doing $500 million.
Right, right. Now, more recently, I did it again. Google. They was talking about how Google's going to come out. It's going to be an auction market. It's going to be this, going to be this. My friend Miller over at Value Trust, he saw it. He went into the offering, stayed with the stock, made a lot of money.
I bought it the day it came public, owned it
until right before we talked about it the last time I was on the show.
Yeah, I love that.
So sometimes going with the crowd. I'm going to bring it up every time I bring up Google. Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. But that's the kind of thing you have to keep in mind when you're looking at the market and valuations. I do think, though, ultimately you've got to see where the value is created in the company, what you're paying to own the value, and then your timeline to hold on to.
You know, and even owning Google, one of the biggest mistakes I made was I would whittle it down. The thing would double. Oh, I better sell it down. Apple, even worse. I mean, I owned that thing at $7. When it would move to $8, oh, better sell a little bit. And I ended up buying more back over time. But if I had just shut up and bought it and forgot about it.
Yeah, the one question you always have to ask yourself, am I being paid well enough for the risk I'm taking right now in the stock? And if you can't answer that question properly, take a hike, go on to the next stock. And that's the big lesson on the positive side.
On the positive side is that sometimes you are right in knowing that these things are being priced in. For example, say back in late October with the stock market overall.
Yeah.
Joe, thanks, man. That was very interesting. I hope that was fun. We'll have to come back and do some more life lessons.
Fair enough.
Rebecca, my dear.
Cody, did you shrink over there, or is it just Joe's a big guy?
He's a big guy.
That's a good vertical leap, by the way.
I go more. I go higher.
See, I don't go
Joe, please, don't get him started,
I do side to side, but I don't do the vertical stuff.
Joe, just knock him out of the way there.
I'll jump over Joe if you guys ask me to.
Thanks, guys. Hey,